And we're live.
Hello.
How you doing, everyone? Welcome. Hello to all the members and friends of Esher Rugby Club. Hopefully you have found us easily enough from the emails and the details that we have sent out. Hopefully all those instructions were clear. I'm Ross.
I'm John. Nice to meet everyone.
Virtually.
It's a real pleasure that you're joining us today on Thursday, the 21st,
something like that. Anyway,
May. So
it's easy to lose track. It's very easy to.
We hope you guys have had a chance to look at the pitch round, which we emailed out a little bit earlier on.
Yes.
I know there's a few tough.
Yes. Oh, I'm getting an echo. Getting a lovely echo on my screen.
I know there's a few questions that you guys might have been able to work through. Hopefully they weren't too hard.
Yep, indeed. I'm just getting those ready to go. So. I guess first things first, thank you very much for joining. I think we've got around 11 teams, around 50 people signed up to play, so thank you very much. As you all know, Jamie will have sent out a number of communications to bring you all here. You guys are helping to raise money for Esher Rugby Club, of course. You're also helping to raise money for a charity too.
Yes.
And we do that. We raise money for a charity every single week. John's going to give you a couple of details about what we do and when we run our own quizzes before we get going.
Yep, so we run a weekly sports quiz called the Quarantine Quiz. Funnily enough, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Well, raising money for the charity Compliments of the House that help redistribute food for those that are less fortunate than
particularly
us.
Those in the pandemic. They've been really overwhelmed, and we've been doing that for 8 weeks now and raised a lot of money. So if you do want to join us, you're helping by just giving what you can today. But if you do want to join us on a more regular basis, you can join us on a Wednesday. I will follow up with some more details on our emails. I know that we want to get you wrapped up and ready to join the NHS Clap at 8 o'clock. So we're on a pretty tight schedule. Just to let you know how this is going to run and give you some hints and tips for how this is going to work. So first of all, thank you and well done for finding us here. If you need to or want to, you can use the live chat to chat amongst yourselves. No answers or cheating, please. On the live chat of YouTube. So the email that I sent all the team captains will contain this link. So well done for clicking on that and finding yourselves here.
Step one.
The second link is the answer sheet. So you click that, it will pop up in your browser. All you need to do for the team captains, enter your team name, email address, and the number of people in your team. And you can be the answer giver, if you like, when you take all your answers and thoughts from all of your teammates. The second link, I think it's the second link, is the question sheet that we have. If you click on that, to save you guys having to ask us in the live chat to repeat questions, what we're going to do, the second that we say a question, we will paste it into that live document. It will populate in real time. It will just pop up like magic.
Yeah.
So we've got a load of formulas and stuff all behind that to make that work. So hopefully, if you click on that, again, it's fine for everybody to be part of that. I would advise that every captain forwards the email that I sent to each member of their team.
Yes.
If they're in different households, that way they can constantly refer to the picture round through the quiz, the questions if they're losing track of any, and it makes it easier for you to stay on track. In terms of, if you haven't already, hopefully you've sorted it, but the best kind of platforms to use if you're in different households, not in the same family or whatever, the best thing to do, is to use a platform like Zoom or WhatsApp and get a call together separately to this, so you can hear us in one sense and we'll give you some time to go through all the answers. Hopefully that's everything. In terms of the way this is going to work, it's going to be about 20 minutes per round. There are 2 rounds of 20 questions. There are a mix of questions of all kinds of sports. We've added more rugby ones in here to suit you guys than we would normally. And in the picture round as well, there's all sorts of mix in there. When you're answering the picture round, I will ask you during this quiz. So for example, question number 3 will be picture number 1. So don't worry about scrawling on your sheets or anything like that. We will take those picture round answers within this main quiz. We will stop for a very short interval between rounds so you can go and grab a drink or go to the loo, and then we'll be back. We're going to wrap up hopefully no later than 7:59, and then once the NHS Clap has gone, we're going to go away and take all of your answers. We're going to go and mark it in super quick time, and we'll come back before 8:30. We'll let you know when to read out A, the answers, and B, who the winners were.
Yes.
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff.
think we're ready to start then.
Right. Grab your pens and papers if you need it. Open your answer sheet. Fill in those initial details, and then just click the next button. That will take you to round 1, and you can enter all of your answers there.
Yep.
I'm going to let John kick off with question number 1.
Question 1, round 1. Let's get started. And as we said, it's a 40's your rugby club, so it'd be only right to have a rugby question
to kick us off.
To kick us off, exactly. So question 1: how many times have France been in the losing? Sorry, how many times have France been on the losing side of the Rugby World Cup final? Say that one more time. How many times have France been on the losing side of the Rugby World Cup final?
Hey everyone, we just muted ourselves there because we're seeing a couple of emails and a couple of bits and pieces in between. Someone said something about the sound. We have tested the sound, it's entirely working. Just make sure on your YouTube video, you can use on the actual video itself, you can move the mute button and the volume button there, and also on your actual laptop. So you can actually use the volume settings there. It has been tested, I promise you that is all working. Yeah. Any other questions, feel free to also email me. I know you can reply to the emails. Somebody mentioned they haven't got the links, but I think everyone's kind of watching. Someone said about YouTube, so they're clearly getting here. Yeah. The links are the blue underscored elements that I included in that email. So it will say click here. That is a link that will take you to the answer sheets or to the picture round. Any more issues, please do email me or put it in the live chat and we'll deal with them as we go. But hopefully everyone has found their way here safely and are enjoying the first question. And as a reminder of that question, I'm going to pop that into your sheets now so you will be able to see it on those question sheets. How many times have France been losing Rugby World Cup finalists? Joint swig there. Also, what we'll do, guys, if you need a little bit more time to submit your answers, we can pause for like 10 minutes, let you go and join the NHS clap, 10 minutes confer with all your friends, family and team members and submit by maybe 8:10. That way we can then take 20 minutes from 10 past to 8:30 to mark them all, and it gives you a while to catch up. So if anything's not working quite perfectly at the moment, or you need to muck around with some volumes, don't forget, you can always reference all the questions. They're going to be in your question sheet. I provided that link, so you can always refer to it during the break and at the end of the quiz. We'll give you plenty of time. Hopefully, just checking all the communications to make sure it's okay. We don't have anything else just yet, so that's all good. Hopefully you can hear us. We're on to question number 2. Bit of a wordy one, so bear with me on this one. In the 1980s, there was a quartet of boxers who earned the collective nickname the Fabulous Four. They fought each other throughout the decade and are considered some of the best boxers in history. Can you name them? We will accept their surnames. If you can provide the first and surnames, that's brilliant, but we're looking for 4 boxers, the Fabulous Four. And that question will be with you on your question sheets right now. Okay, we're going on to question number 3. Hopefully that's given you guys enough time. Question number 3 is the answer to picture number 1 on your picture round. So take another look at those picture rounds, open it up in a different tab or a different window or whatever it is. Take a little moment. If you haven't looked at it already, hopefully you have. You're looking at somebody's footballing career. Whose career is that? It will tell you the clubs that they played for, how many appearances they made and how many goals were scored. Who career is that?
hopefully you guys have had a chance to look at that a little bit earlier when Ross sent out your email. So I'll move quickly on to question number 4. Which 2 tracks were added to the 2020 Formula 1 calendar? Which 2 tracks were added to the 2020 Formula 1 calendar?
And we will accept just the countries,
yes,
the name of the countries of those tracks. We don't need the specific tracks, just the countries.
Yes.
2 points on offer for that one.
Right, a little bit tougher this time, and back to rugby for question 5. Apologies for chucking this one in. I know it's
John
quite
really
tough.
likes this one.
This is a great question. Martin Corry, Phil Vickery, Paul O'Connell, Simon Shaw, and Mako Vunipola are the only men to have done what in International Rugby Union? I'll say that one more time because that's a little bit wordy. Martin Corry, Phil Vickery, Paul O'Connell, Simon Shaw, and Mako Vunipola are the only men to have done what in International Rugby Union? That should be sent over to you any minute now, and that's, of course, 1 point.
It's very tempting to give them 2 for that.
Yeah. Great question, though.
It's a great question. I'll say it now. We'll give you 2 if you get that right. 2 points if you get that right, because I think it's particularly hard.
Kudos to anyone that gets that right.
Very much so. That was question number 5. Okay, moving on to question number 6. Wireless animal is an anagram of which sports star? Wireless animal is an anagram of which sports star? And I will paste that into your question sheets now so you can see that written down. Wireless animal. That's question number 6 for 1 point. Okay, write that down maybe if you need to. You can always come back to it at the break if it's causing you a few stresses. Question number 7 is picture number 2 on your picture rounds, and it's the emoji round. It's my favourite round of the whole quiz. There are 5 sports stars depicted in emojis in front of you. Can you name them? 1 point for each, 5 points in total available for that one. So can you name those sports stars depicted by emojis?
Moving on to question 8. As I said before, hopefully you guys have had a chance to look at the picture round a little bit earlier. But question 8. Who was named Football Writers Player of the Year twice, 15 years apart, in 1948 and 1963? So one more time. Who was named Football Writers Player of the Year twice, 15 years apart, in 1948 and 1963?
Cracking question.
Good question. So another good question here. Question number 9. Churchill Downs was quiet this year, but the venue traditionally hosts which famous horse race on the first Saturday in May? Churchill Downs was quiet this year, but the venue traditionally hosts which famous horse race on the first Saturday of May? I wonder if anyone out there has watched it.
It's a good question.
Yes.
I like that one.
I mean, we kind of have to say, don't we? Good questions all across. Always good questions.
Well, yeah, otherwise we're putting ourselves down, aren't
yeah.
we? Okay, moving on to question number 10 then. Which player was named 2019 Rugby European Player of the Year? Which player was named 2019 Rugby European Player of the Year?
Right, question 11 and halfway through our first round. I think it's gone quite well so far. Question 11, the Estadio Jose Amalfitani Stadium is located in which city? Apologies for my pronunciation.
I thought that was pretty good, to be
I
honest.
think I'll go with it, yeah. The Estadio Jose Amalfitani Stadium is located in which city? That should be with you now if you can't hear what I'm saying, or it's probably not right, but...
Yep, that's all on your question sheets now. Estadio Jose Amalfitani, we think, is how you pronounce it. That's with you on your question sheets.
Good luck.
Okay, question number 12 is picture number 3. Name these Wimbledon champions and the year they both won the tournament. So you're looking at 2 pictures of 2 tennis players. They both won Wimbledon in the same year. We need to know who those players are and the year that they both won it. 3 points on offer for that one. In case you're wondering what the hell we were doing there, the next question has a few interesting, pronunciations. So we were both deciding who got it. And eventually I prevailed. So that means John gets to do it.
So apologies in advance. Question number, what are we on? Question number 15.
Question 15.
15. We've got a list of 5 tennis players.
13,
13,
question
sorry,
13.
apologies. We've got a list of 5 tennis players here, and we need you to give us their nationalities. So Simona Halep, Alexander Zverev, Kiki Bertens, Denis Shapovalov, and Alina Svitolina. I'll say it one more time. We'll say it one more time. Simona Halep, Alexander Zverev, Kiki Bertens, the first 3. Denis Shapovalov and Alina Svitolina. That should be with you now, as I'm probably pronounced a lot of those wrong. Apologies about that.
Jamie did mention that John Inverdale's on, so you're probably deeply offended by the way that we just
Sorry
did
about
that. So apologies. 5 points on offer for that one.
Yes.
We'll give you a little bit of time on that. You can take the next one.
Sure. Nice and easy one. Question number 14. Sixways Stadium is the home ground of which English Premiership Rugby Union team? Sixways Stadium is the home ground of which English Premiership Rugby Union team? A little bit easier than last time.
Okay, on to question number 15. This genuinely is question number 15. You are now looking at picture number 4 on your picture round, so flick over to that sheet and take another look if you haven't already. I have smushed together 2 sports stars' faces, one on the top half, one on the bottom half. Can you name those 2 sports stars for 2 points?
Right, moving on to question 16, closing in on the end of the first round. Can you name the 4 strokes that make up the swimming medley in order, please? Can you name the 4 strokes that make up the swimming medley in order? That's 4 points on offer, and we need all 4 strokes, as we said, in order.
In order, that is the key. Okay, on to question number 17. Hope you're all ready for this one. Which 2 players met in 3 consecutive Wimbledon finals from 1998 through 1990? Which 2 players met in 3 consecutive Wimbledon finals from 1998 through 1990? 2 points for both of them. Obviously only 1 if you get one of them.
Cool. Question number 18. This is another good one. Japan defeated South Africa in the shock result of the 2015 Rugby World Cup in which English rugby stadium? I mean, we will accept as well the city is in, yeah.
Yeah, we will accept the city or the
Yeah.
name of the stadium.
Yeah.
So which stadium was it in?
So one more time. Japan defeated South Africa in the shock result of the 2015 Rugby World Cup in which English stadium? That should be with you any minute.
Any second now.
Yeah.
Just double checking all the communication channels. We haven't got any more comments on YouTube or email or text from Jamie. So if everybody hopefully is happy and can hear us and everything like that, that's great. Any issues at all, ping us an email if you like, if that's the quickest route, or on the chat, and we'll check it all in the interval as well. Just a reminder, we're on the penultimate question now. So after question 20, we're going to have a 5-minute break and be fairly strict about that because we're on quite a tight curfew and we don't want to miss the NHS clap. We've got the pots and pans at the ready. So I will go for question number 19 then.
Yes.
It's your last question on the first page of your picture rounds. It's picture number 5 and it's the lineup. So you'll see what I've done. Hopefully you can make it all out. If you need to increase it and shrink it, then by all means do. You are looking at the team lineups from England's defeat to South Africa in the 2007 World Cup final. As you can see on the England side, I have left 4 names blank. On the South African side, I have left 2 names blank. I need the surnames of those players who are missing, who started that game. 1 point for each, 6 points on offer. Hopefully I've made them legible enough. I know it's not, we've squished it in a little bit, but hopefully you can see them all. You and me both, Jamie.
Right, moving on to our final question. This is classically our video clip. What I do is I get a couple of clips and join them together and then put it up on YouTube. You'll see at the bottom of your answer sheets, if you want to just click on the title of the video, it will take you to another YouTube page and you'll be able to enlarge it and pause it and stuff, no problem. So what I've done, what I want you to do is, can you tell me the name of the 2 try scorers from the first clip? There's 2 tries being scored. Can you tell me the 2 try scorers? On the second clip, you'll see some unbelievable catches from the 2019 Cricket World Cup. Can you tell me the people making those catches? Can you name the 3 cricketers pulling off these great catches? Good luck to everyone. If you have any trouble, as we said, let us know.
There are 5 points on offer for that one, 2 for the rugby, 3 for the catches. If team captains are the only ones that have that, it might be an idea to forward those links onto your teammates. You can always just forward the email that I sent you previously and they have all the links in there so they can access the answer sheet and see. You might want to copy it and send it in a text or whatever it is. But yeah, take a look at that or share your screen, maybe pick up your laptop and share your screen. Hopefully you can see that. We're going to give you a 6-minute break. So we're going to be back at exactly 7:35 for the second round. Hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Good luck. Complete all your questions. Go get a drink, go for a beer, and we will see you in 6 minutes.
We'll see you in a little bit. Thank you. Hello.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. Hope everyone managed to get round one and completed.
Replenished, hopefully.
Yes.
We had one email in the break from Harrison, I believe it was, in terms of the video not playing so much. I think that's probably down to internet connection on your end more than anything else. We do have a screen playing next to us to make sure that it's working. Yes. It all seems to be okay from our end. So please do, if you continue to see any of those issues, let us know. We will keep checking, but it could be your internet connection. So maybe move a little closer to your router, your internet router. Yes. That might be the best way to do it. I'm sorry if you're having those issues. Worst case scenario, all of the questions will appear on that question sheet. Yep. So if you have the fortune of not being able to listen to me for the next 20 minutes, just use that question sheet and everything else will still work exactly as you expect. Right, let me get us back to our questions.
So on the back of that, we'll get
if you're all ready,
yes,
we're going to get going.
Well, if you click next on your answer sheets, you should be seeing question number 21, or answer number 21, I should say. And our first question of round number 2 is, where was the 2018 Winter Olympic Games held? We're looking for the city, not the country. Where was the 2018 Winter Olympic Games held? We're looking for the city, not the country. That's 1 point for that, and that should be with you shortly. Right, question number 22. A little bit trickier, this one. Name the 4 belts that make up heavyweight boxing. Can you name the 4 belts that make up heavyweight boxing? And of course, that'll be worth, yes, 4 points. Yeah.
Okay, hopefully we're giving you enough time between questions. Don't forget, we will give you 10 minutes at the end to complete all your answers. So if you're not sure of any, just keep them locked and then come back to them afterwards. Question number 23 is picture number 6 on your picture round. So we're on to the second page. And it's the first one. We're looking for the odd one out. Which of these events is not a discipline in the decathlon? Which of these events is not a discipline in the decathlon? 1 point on offer there. This might be John's favourite question.
This is a really good question. I apologise in advance as well. I mean, I'm not sorry, but I've tested out with a few friends, and I'd say maybe one out of my friends managed to get this one. But question number everyone. 24, good luck. How many points were Saracens docked in total in the 2019-2020 season? How many points were Saracens docked in total in the 2019-2020 season?
John has put some emphasis on a part of that question deliberately.
Yes.
Small little clue. Bit of a thinker, that one.
Yes.
I really enjoyed this next question too. It isn't rugby, it's golf. Name the only 2 British golfers to reach the #1 world ranking despite never winning a major. Name the only 2 British golfers to reach the #1 world ranking despite never winning a major. 2 points on offer there.
Good question.
It's one of my
2 in a row.
favourites. One of my favourites, that one.
Right, and after a brief moment away from rugby, we're back on it again. Question number 26. Jonah Lomu scored a try against 5 of the Six Nation teams. Which country kept him out? Now, Jonah Lomu scored a try against 5 of the Six Nation teams. Which country kept him out?
Okay, on to question number 27. Back to your pictures. It's picture number 7. Complete the sequence of all-time tennis Grand Slam champions. So there's a table you're looking at in front of you. On the left column is the amount of Grand Slams they have won in order. And we are looking for the names that go with those numbers of Grand Slams. I think there are 5 players to get, 5 tennis players to get. Complete the sequence of all-time tennis Grand Slam champions. I should highlight that is men's champions. £5 points on offer there. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to look at that previously and in the break. Question number 28. Who holds the record for the highest individual score in first-class cricket of 501 that was made in 1994? Who holds the record for the highest individual score in first-class cricket of 501, which is staggering,
So many runs.
which was made in 1994?
Seems to be a little bit of a theme developing while I get all the rugby questions, but no problem here. Question number 29. How many games were called off in this season's Six Nations? How many games were called off in this season's Six Nations? 1 point for that, and that's question number 29. Right. On to question 30 and a basketball question. Who are the current NBA championship holders? Who are the current NBA championship holders? Currently on trend if everyone's watching The Last Dance.
Very on trend.
Yes.
And if you're not watching The Last Dance, we
Watch it.
seriously recommend that you watch it. It is fascinating viewing.
Very good.
So good. I have a day off tomorrow and I'm definitely going to watch the rest
Finish
of it.
off.
It's so good. Sod the run.
Forget running, forget exercise.
Forget everything.
Yeah.
Okay, on to question 31. We think we're doing okay for time here. We think we're on course for the NHS clap, which is we've been very keen to stick to. So we think we're okay. Picture number 8 is question 31. Picture number 8. Name the sports stars kissing their trophies. There are 3 sports stars in pictures that you're looking at. We need each of those 3, please, for 3 points.
Right, question number 32, another favourite of mine.
Bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah.
I like this one.
This is a good one as well. Sorry, I stole this one from you.
No, take it. Go for it.
But here we go. Question 32. Who is the last non-British and non-German to win the Formula 1 World Championship? Who is the last non-British, non-German to win the Formula 1 World Championship? Enjoy.
Corker.
Enjoy.
That's the kettle. If you can hear the mild whistling in the background, we are not on the tea. We're having what we believe is a well-deserved beer.
Hope everyone else is as well.
Yeah, I hope you all are too.
Right, and before we move on to question 33, just a quick reminder that we are running a weekly sports quiz every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Our website is Quarantine Quiz.
www.thequarantinequiz.com. You can sign up to play. It is free. All we ask is a voluntary donation to our charity partners, Compliments of the House. All the links are on the pages. All you need to do if you sign up is just your name and your email address, and we'll send you an email with all the details. I'll follow up when we send an email off the back of this quiz. We'll send a few details to you, so if you do want to sign up, please do. And you can join us then on a more regular basis.
Great for you to all play.
It would be great to have you. But without further ado, question 33.
Question 33. Who is currently top of the FIFA World Rankings? Who is currently top of the FIFA World Rankings? That's question number 33.
Okay, question 34. Who won the 2017 Rugby League World Cup final? Who won the 2017 Rugby League World Cup final?
Right, moving on to 35. We'll get you done for 8 o'clock for the NHS clap. Question 35. Name the 7 player positions in netball. A little bit tricky, this one. Name the 7 player positions in netball, and each position we're going to give you half a mark, 0.5 of a mark. So name the 7 player positions in netball. That should be 3.5 marks in total.
Yep.
Yeah, for 7 positions.
Give you a tad more time on that one because there's a few things to think about.
Yes.
Okay, before I move on to question 36, I want to remind you all, I think Jamie will have explained all of this in the promotional and communications that he sent out to you ahead of this quiz. Forgot to mention, the winners will get a £50 bar tab. I know and appreciate you cannot cash that in right now, much as we would all like to. But isn't it something to look forward to? So the winners of this quiz, I think we have around 11 teams, 10 or 11 teams.
Yeah.
So thank you all for joining. You've got a great chance of winning. The winners will get a £50 bar tab to be cashed in when everyone is allowed back to the clubhouse. So yeah, don't forget that. So put some serious work into this. Okay, so on to question number 36 then, is picture number 9. Name these sports teams according to their badges or their logos. Name these sports teams according to their badges or their logos. There are 3 teams across all sorts of different sports. Name those for 3 points.
You like these ones, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
I do like them.
Right, question 37. Coming to the end of our second round.
And the whole quiz.
And the whole quiz, yes. Which president England Cricket International was born in Christchurch, New Zealand, before moving to England at the age of 12? Which president England Cricket International was born in Christchurch, New Zealand, before moving to England at the age of 12?
Okay, we're running it fine, but we think we're okay. Question number 38. England women clinched a Six Nations Grand Slam in 2019, but when was their previous Grand Slam victory? England women clinched a Six Nations Grand Slam in 2019, but when was their previous Grand Slam victory? We've had a quick request on the emails to do questions 30 up to where we are. I'm going to do them very quickly. Do double check. Do try and click that question sheet. If they're not appearing for you, I'm sorry, they should be appearing. We're checking them as we go. So click on that questions tab in the email, but we will rattle through them right now.
Quick refresh should work as well.
So, okay, yeah, and if you need to refresh the page, just refresh the page in the top left, the little arrow.
You won't lose anything.
Refresh that, you won't lose anything. That should refresh. I'll run them through now. Question 30, who are the current NBA championship holders? Question 31 was picture number 8, name the sports stars kissing their trophies. Question 32 was who is the last non-British and non-German to win the Formula One World Championship? Question 33, who is currently top of the FIFA World Rankings? 34, who won the 2017 Rugby League World Cup final? 35, name the 7 player positions in netball, half a point for each, 3.5 points in total. Question 36 is picture number 9 on the picture round, name these sports teams according to their badges. 37, which present English cricket international was born in Christchurch, New Zealand, before moving to England at the age of 12? And 38 was England women clinched a Six Nations Grand Slam in 2019. When was their previous Grand Slam victory? Going straight on to question 39, because we're a couple of minutes away. It's picture number 10. Can you complete this sporting crossword? There are 6 answers available, 3 across, 3 down. All the clues are on your sheet. 6 points available there.
Right, quickly moving on to question 40 and our last one. It's the video clip.
1 minute to go before you clap them in, and then you've got 10 minutes to complete them. So John's going to rattle through this one.
Quickly through, yeah. So the video clip, as I mentioned before, if you click the title, it takes you to YouTube and you can full screen it. So what I've done is I've spliced together 3 clips into one video. The first clip, why was his sevens try disallowed? Why was the sevens try disallowed? The second clip, name the goal scorer in this Champions League game, I think it is. Third clip, name the 2 assist makers in this England international rugby game. Name the 2 assist makers in this England international rugby game.
That question is now with you on your question sheets. There is 1 minute to go until the NHS clap. What we ask you to do is to submit your answers when you're ready. We will close that at 10 past 8. We will close that. We see them come in at the timestamps. We'll have to close it. What we'll do is we'll come back at 8:30 exactly with the answers and the results of the leaderboard. There's the chime, there's the bell. Go out and clap. Complete your answers in 10 minutes and we'll be back at 8:30 right here.
See you at 8:30.
8:30. See you there.
See you then.
Clap, clap, clap.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Wait there, I'm just going to go and grab my phone to make sure I haven't missed anything from anybody.
We hope everyone was all right and getting their answers in. We've managed to mark everyone's in record time, I think, today. We're quite pleased about that.
We have steam coming out of our fingers.
Yes. Thanks, everyone, for playing. We had 9 teams playing today. Lots of good answers as well.
Yeah, some really good ones. Thank you very much, everyone. We're not going to give you any clues as to who won or anything like that just yet, because we're going to go through the answers first. So we're going to keep you on tenterhooks until we find out who's won that £50 bar tab.
Yes.
Okay. Should we go straight on into the answers?
Start? Yes, let's do this. So we're going to rattle through, as Ross said. Question 1. How many times have France been on the losing side of the World Cup final? That was 3. Question 1, 1 point for that.
Question number 2 was who were the Fabulous Four, essentially, in the 1980s. Quite impressive. Some of you got full marks on this, so top work. It was Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler and Roberto Duran. We would have accepted the surnames, but all of those are worth 4 points. And then, whose career is this? Everyone did seriously well on this. I think most teams, if not all, got it. Carlos Tevez was the answer you were looking for 1 point.
Question number 4. Which 2 tracks were added to the 2020 F1 calendar? A little bit tougher, this one. Vietnam and Holland. 2 points for that one. Moving on, another particularly tough question. Martin Corrie, Phil Vickery, Paul O'Connell, Simon Shaw and Mako Vunipola, the only men to have done what in the International Rugby Union? And that was be shown a yellow card in a Lions test match. 1 point for that. 2 points for that, we said, didn't we?
We said 2 points.
2 points,
That is hard.
I think one team I had
that was tough
got it, or got very close. So I was quite lenient with that one.
Very, very tough.
Yes.
Question number 6. Wireless Animal is an anagram for which sports star? Most of you got this. It was Serena Williams. Very good. Picture round, the emojis. Everyone had a bit of fun with this one. And 1 or 2 got full marks, which I'm really impressed with. They were, in order, Sue Barker, Johnny Wilkinson, Rory Best, Matthew Pinson and Michael Schumacher for 5 points.
Moving on to question number 8. Who was named Football Writers Player of the Year twice, 15 years apart in 1948 and 1963? That was Stanley Matthews. 1 point for that. Question 9. Churchill Downs will be quiet this year, but the venue traditionally hosts which famous horse race in the first Saturday in May? It was the Kentucky Derby. Well done for a few teams that got that I marked.
That was pretty impressive.
Yes.
Which player was named 2019 Rugby European Player of the Year? Question number 10. That was Alex Good. I'm giving you the pronunciation for this one.
Yeah, sure, no worries. Question 11. The Estadio Jose Amalfitani Stadium is located in which city? That was Buenos Aires. And the ones that I got... The ones that I marked, no one got it.
I don't think anyone got that. I think that might be the hardest question of the quiz.
I think Lisbon was
Lisbon was very popular.
Very popular, yes.
It is a rugby stadium, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a rugby stadium. Okay, question number 12. Back to the pictures. Number 3. Those 2 Wimbledon players were Richard Krajicek. For anyone that spelt that a bit weirdly, I gave you the mark. I had an idea of what you were doing. Richard Krajicek and Steffi Graf. The year they both won it was 1996. There were 3 points on offer for that one. And then I'm going to take this from John because I gave it to him in the questions. The tennis nationalities. This was a really tough one that tripped quite a few of you up. The players that we needed nationalities for was Simona Halep, Alexander Zverev, Kiki Bertens, Denis Shapovalov and Elina Svitolina. Simona Halep is Romanian. Alexander Zverev is German. Kiki Bertens is Belgian. Denis Shapovalov is Canadian, despite that name suggesting it might be Russian or otherwise. And Elina Svitolina is Ukrainian. 5 points on offer for that one.
Six Ways Stadium is the home ground of which English Premiership rugby team is Worcester Warriors? I know everyone I marked got that one right.
I think most, if not almost, got that one. Question number 15 was the face splice. It was Laura Davis on the top and Maro Itoje. A lot of people said Anthony Joshua. Laura Davis and not Anthony Joshua, Maro Itoje. There, 2 marks on offer there.
And question number 16. Tough one, which
I
think
like this.
I really like this question, and I'm not sure how many people that I marked got this one right.
Only 1 or 2 got this for me.
Name the 4 strokes that make up the medley in order. It was butterfly, backstroke, butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. 4 points on offer there.
We were a little harsh. If you only put front crawl, we're not going to give you the mark. Freestyle, technically, you can do any stroke that you want, even though everyone does the front crawl. We will give you the free. If you put freestyle and then front crawl in brackets, as a couple of mine teams did, we gave you the mark.
Nice.
Okay, Question 17. Which two players met in 3 consecutive Wimbledon finals from 1988 through 1990? That was Boris Becker and Stefan Edberg for 2 points.
Japan defeated South Africa in the shock result of the 2015 Rugby World Cup, in which English rugby stadium or city, as we said, it was the Amex in Brighton. Gave me 2 points for that one because that was particularly tough.
Okay, on to question 19. Was picture number 5. It was the
Well done
lineups.
here.
Really impressive
Yeah,
with some
well
of these
done.
answers. Really impressive. The answers we were looking for were Tate, Saki, Shaw, Sheridan, and on South Africa's side, Peterson and Steyn. So Tate, Saki, Shaw, Sheridan, Peterson, and Steyn for 6 marks. Well done to a lot of you who did get that right.
On to our first video clip of the first round. We asked you to name the 2 try scorers. There were Sean Maitland and Julian Surveyor. And then I asked you to name the 3 cricketers pulling off these fantastic catches. That was Ben Stokes, Quinton de Kock, and Sheldon Cottrell. 5 points on that, and that was the end of our first round.
Indeed, not a lot got many of those.
No.
How about yours?
No, same. I mean, we've got a couple here and there, but yeah.
Cool. On to question 21. So we're on to round 2. Where was the 2018 Winter Olympic Games held? It was Pyeongchang.
I had lots of shouts for Sochi, yeah.
A lot of Sochi. It was Pyeongchang for 1 point.
Question 22. Name the 4 belts that make up heavyweight boxing. It was the IBF, the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO. 4 points on offer there. Question number 22.
23 was picture number 6. What was the odd one out? Very good for those of you who spotted it. It's the 110 metre hurdles, not the 100 metre hurdles. So the 100 metre hurdles was the one that was odd one out, and what you needed to put for 1 point. I can't take this one. You've got to take this one.
This is a great question. How many points have Saracens docked in total in the 2019-2020 season? I don't know about you, but only one team got this right.
No one for me. One or two put 110, but it was...
105 was the answer, so incredibly well done. Someone got it right, so thank you very, very much for that. That's proven that.
We have run that question before and nobody got it right, so you are the only team to get this. So
well done.
Serious kudos.
Yeah.
One of my favourite questions, question number 25. Name the only 2 British golfers to reach world #1 ranking, but never to have won a major. Quite a few of you put Lee Westwood, that is correct, but not many of you put Luke Donald. Luke Donald for 2 points.
Question number 26 is that. Jonah Lomu scored a try against 5 of the 6 Nation teams. Which country held him back? I had a lot of people saying Italy, but it was in fact Wales.
It was indeed.
Yes.
Question 27 was picture number 7. I needed these in order. It was the all-time tennis Grand Slam champions. At the top with 20 is Roger Federer. 19, one behind him, Rafael Nadal. 17, I think, is next, is Novak Djokovic. 14 is Pete Sampras, and 12 is Roy Emerson. So you had Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Sampras, and Emerson for 5 points.
Who holds the record for the highest individual score in first-class cricket of 501, which was made in 1994? It was, of course, Brian Lara, and everyone I marked got that one right.
I think almost everyone did as well, so well done everyone on that.
And then moving on to how many games were called off in this season's 6 Nations? It was 4 games. That's question number 29.
Question 30, who are the current NBA championship holders? It was the Toronto Raptors. And for question number 31 was picture number 8. Name these sports stars kissing their respective trophies. You had Brad Barrett, Neil Robertson, and Retief Goosen. I'm not sure anyone got Goosen.
No, I didn't. Not for
Nobody
me.
got Goosen. So Brad Barrett, Neil Robertson, few people did. Retief Goosen, that was for 3 marks.
What, question number 30, is that 32? 32. Who was the last non-British, non-German to win the Formula 1 World Championships? Well done to anyone that said Kimi Raikkonen. 1 point for that one.
Only a few got that. That was impressive.
And then who is currently top of the FIFA World Rankings? It is Belgium, not France, like a few of the people that I marked.
Yeah. 1 or 2 with Belgium. Well done there. 34, who won the 2017 Rugby League World Cup final? That was Australia. A few New Zealands and Great Britain's in there, but Australia. And then I'll let you take the next one.
Sure. Question number 35. As we said, this is a half a mark for every single position. Name the 7 positions in netball. So you have goal shooter, goal attack, wing attack, centre, wing defence, goal defence, and goalkeeper. 3.5 marks on offer. That's question number 35.
A lot of people did pretty well on that one, so well done. A lot of full marks. Question 36, picture 9. Name these sports teams according to their badges. From top to bottom, it was the Newcastle Falcons, a lot of you got that, Portsmouth, and Toronto Blue Jays. 3 marks on offer there.
Question 37. Which present England cricket international was born in Christchurch, New Zealand before moving to England at the age of 12? Thank God he did.
Thank God he did.
That was Ben Stokes, and everyone I marked got that one right.
Most got that one right for me. You want to take 38?
Sure, yeah. And England women clinched the 6 Nations Grand Slam in Is that 2019? When was their previous Grand Slam victory? That was 2017. That's question number 38.
Question 39, penultimate question of the quiz. Complete this sporting crossword. The ones going across. It was dressage, Norman, so Norman Hunter, and then Martina Hingis.
Yep.
Going down, Mikkel Kessler is Danish. Tyrone Mings is the English centre half. And we were looking for Nick Easter for 3 down. 6 marks on offer there.
Excellent. And our final question was the second video clip. So why was the try disallowed? It was a forward pass over the line in the Rugby Sevens game. Name the goal scorer. I'm not sure if anyone of mine got this right.
I think
that was Diego Godin for Atletico Madrid. And finally, who are the 2 assist makers for the England international? It was Ben Youngs and George Ford.
That brings us
to
the end of the quiz. Thank you all very much for playing. We're going to run through the leaderboard now from bottom to top, just to keep you all in suspense. Before we do that, thank you very much for playing.
It's been
everybody.
brilliant. It's been really fun.
It's been really fun for us to put together. It's been fun for us to mark in 20 quick minutes. I'm sorry if any of you had any issues with any of the sound or anything like that. I think for the most part we're all good and everyone was happy and managed to access it, so that's brilliant. What we are going to do tomorrow, I will send an email out with the full leaderboard so everyone has it for reference, and so that's bragging rights for the eventual winners. I'll share some details of our weekly quiz that we run so you can join if you fancy it. And then finally, we are at some point going to send out a brief survey for you. We'll put that together over the next couple of days, and we'll send it out to you. We'd be very grateful if everyone who played could take part and fill that out, not just the team captains. We're always eager to understand what worked, what didn't, what could work better, what you enjoyed, what you didn't. That would be really grateful, very gratefully received. We'll put that together and we'll send that out to you.
Yes.
But for now, let's go through from bottom to top.
My trusty bit of paper. So,
propping up the
table, Norfolk Nomads with 28 points.
28 points. Well done, team.
Well done. Next up, Celtic on 37 points. A bit of a gap they managed to open up.
Indeed.
And then very, very closely in front of them, Dins with 37.5. That netball question got them that trusty little thing.
Half point.
Don't know if you want to pick up.
On 40 points. Next up was the Exec. That was 40 points. Tractor 2 was next on 43.5. That was starting the top 5. Number 4, a load of flankers on 46.5 points. So moving into the top 3.
Top 3, we had propping up the table on 50.5 points.
You were
well
not
done.
Propping up the table. You did seriously well.
You were not. You were. I shouldn't say third. You were joint second.
That's true.
You were joint with Isha Knowles. Sorry, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. You were both on 50.5. So close between the two of you, and I'll leave Ross with the winner.
But there was a runaway winner.
Yes.
What we will do, we will double check all of these and we'll send them on the leaderboard. We've obviously rattled through those very quickly. We think they are all bang on, but we will double check. But this week's runaway winners, claimers of the £50 bar tab is the under 12 coaches with 63.5 points.
Well done,
played,
guys.
everyone.
Yeah,
that is a
congratulations.
Total. Well played. That just leaves us to say thank you very much for joining us.
It's been
brilliant. Hope you've enjoyed it. We certainly have.
Yes.
And we hope to see you all again in the future. Good luck with everything, and we'll be in touch tomorrow.
We'll see you soon.
Take care,
Goodbye.
everyone. See you. Bye-bye.
See you.